Greetings, greetings, greetings once again, my sports to the bone people. Welcome back to another video. This one right here is a late night update. I guess you guys are getting yourselves ready to watch day 2 of that game between West Indies A and Bangladesh A. Couple of things to talk about in this one. We see where earlier today Trinidad and Tobago Knight Riders, they announced Phil Simmons as their new head coach. Pollard had a few things to say about that, so we're going to touch on that. Plus, we're also going to take a look at a couple of our known cricketing personalities in the Caribbean, giving their say on Darren Sammy taking over as head coach. You know, that is something that's going to continue until he gets a couple of games under his belt. So we're going to talk about that. Plus, we're going to take a look at what the players need to do on day 2 in that game against Bangladesh A to really set up victory. So just give a listening ear until the end and make sure you hit that subscribe button. Alright, let's get straight down into the main topic here. And we see where earlier today Trinidad and Tobago Knight Riders, they announced that they have appointed former West Indies coach Phil Simmons as their new head coach. They are shaking up things, changing up things. I guess with how things ended up last year in the last tournament, they are looking to get back on winning terms or winning ways, back to their winning ways. They are the most successful franchise in the CPL, so they are looking to pick things up. I think they finished at the bottom of the table in the last season. So, Pollard had a few things to say about Phil Simmons taking over the job, and this is Pollard here, and I quote, "As captain, I'm very excited to have Coach Phil with us. We have a great chemistry working together as a peer," end quote. So that is Pollard right there, saying that he's definitely looking forward to working with Coach Phil Simmons because of the chemistry, and we know those guys would have worked together for quite some time at the international level, with Pollard being captain of West Indies and Phil Simmons being the head coach. This right here now is going to be very interesting, my peeps. They have, well, I don't know who the players are that they're gonna get out of the draft, but they always both have very strong team on paper. So with a coach with international success to his name taking over now, a lot of eyes are going to be on this franchise once again. So we're gonna keep a look. We're gonna keep monitoring all of this, especially in the CPL, to see what Coach Phil Simmons will be able to do, just to see if he's going to be able to lift the franchise straight away and come up with strategies to help them to win. Because that is what they are bringing him in for. Man is from Trinidad, yes, but at the end of the day, there's a lot of things behind his name. He has been coaching at the international level for quite some time. So let us see how that goes. And talking about coaching, just to slip into the next topic, we see where Darren Powell and a couple of other people had their say on Darren Sammy taking over as captain. So this is Darren Powell right here, the former West Indies pacer, and I quote, let me just make sure that I give you everything. So this is Darren Powell right here, and I quote, "It's something unorthodox." He's talking about the appointment of Sammy. "It's something unorthodox, but I think this time it is one that I support, in the sense that we have so many other coaches that have all the different levels of coaching qualifications, but they haven't got the requisite skills to motivate players in order for them to perform well consistently," end quote. So that is one of the main reasons, according to Darren Powell, why he's supporting this move to appoint Darren Sammy. even though it's unorthodox based on what he's saying, he supports it because all these other coaches with the different levels of qualifications, they are apparently not able to motivate international players to perform. That is what he's saying. He went on to say, and I quote, "When Darren Sammy got the captaincy of West Indies team, we all thought that he had gotten a role that he couldn't manage. But he motivated and inspired players who were even older than him." He went on to say, "So I think Sammy is the perfect person to work with these guys and lift them," end quote. My only problem with this is if motivation is the only thing that is really holding back these players. I'm not too sure if motivation is the only thing that is holding back these players. And being a Sammy fan, I want him to succeed. But this is just me giving my opinion. I think I spoke about this in a video prior to this. Darren Sammy, as I said, can motivate people. He can get the troops together. But when it comes down to literally improving players in terms of the way they play, that is something that's going to be put to the test. I know it's going to bring in backroom staff that will help him with stuff like that, but I don't see anybody at all addressing that. We are all happy to see that they are going in the way of getting somebody young, getting somebody that is clearly passionate about the game, somebody that would have seen it. You understand? But I don't hear anybody talking about how is he going to improve the players in terms of their batting and their bowling. Not saying he's not capable, I'm just saying usually when we appoint international coaches, we usually appoint them based on the fact that they would have shown some level of not only maturity but some know-how. If you want to say how is he going to show it without getting the job, without that's how they usually show it. They usually show it by coaching at a lower level for a longer time, and then you would see it and think. But as I said, I am okay with the selection. I'm just trying to think outside of the box of on a few things that we probably want to see these people address. Barry Wilkinson, who is well known and a well respected cricket analyst, not an armchair expert like myself here. Them man the big experienced people. He's saying that he believes that Cricket West Indies, he's saying that he's not sure that Darren Sammy has the requisite skills, even though he would have captained and would have won a couple of titles for us. He's not sure if he possesses the requisite skills to really walk into a position like this and improve the players. So that is what he's saying, my peeps. The comment section is open. As I said, this Darren Sammy situation, our debate is going to go on for a period of time until he gets a couple of games under his belt and actually win them. So, we're going to continue to monitor that. Finally, West Indies A and Bangladesh A will be resuming battle today or later on tonight for day 2. The West Indies A team 220 for 2. With Alec Arthanes still on the crease, at the crease. I think he's on 35 if I'm not mistaken. And Tejaran Shandopal on 70. The aim is going to be for these two guys to get the immediate milestones in front of them. Shandopal is on 70 and Alec Arthanes is on 35. So the main objective right now is to get a couple of milestones. So hopefully this pair can push the score up to 300. That's going to be a milestone to get inside the first. I don't want to push it answer the first hour, but probably the first hour and a half or so. Get us to 300, and hopefully in that period probably would score more. But Alec Arthanes would bring up his immediate milestone, which would be a half century, and Tejaran Shandopal would bring up the immediate milestone of a century. So we are looking forward to seeing the guys going out there, continuing the fight, and we don't want to see any sort of collapsing. You understand? So 220 for 2, it's pretty good. 2 set batsmen there. I mean, they are coming back out to face things over again. But you know, definitely looking forward to them getting the score up to 300 and then taking it from there. So that's gonna be the first couple of things that we need to get done. Once we get that, then we can look to push on as quickly as possible if we are not bowled out. And if we can go on and get a big score and then just declare, that would be even better. So that is what I'm looking forward to seeing the guys do in day 2 in the first session and a half thereabouts. So go and leave this one right here for now, my peeps. Go and big up on yourself and stay safe.